Hello and welcome to the channel. The support and goodwill was never there to begin with, but with each new policies, with each passing day since fuel subsidy was removed, Nigerians are having the feeling like they were right all along. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not the man for the job. So while the presidency may think they are losing the people, it is imperative they know that they never really had the people to begin with. Subscribe, like, share, and comment. Thank you. Fuel subsidy removal has thrown Nigerians into poverty. The presidency has said the removal of fuel subsidy has thrown Nigerians into poverty, and the government is gradually losing the goodwill and support of the citizens. Recall that President Bola Tinubu on May 29 announced the removal of subsidy on petrol and said the federal government could not continue to subsidize petrol for neighboring countries. In a shot with Saturday Punch, a close aide of the president who spoke on the condition of anonymity said the Tinubu government was scared of losing the remaining goodwill and support as a result of some policies and their effects on the masses. The aide further revealed that this informed the decision of the NNPCL to secure a $3 billion crude repayment loan on Wednesday to support the naira and stabilize the foreign exchange market. He said, ordinarily, the government ought not to be involved in fixing the pump price of petrol in a deregulated economy, just as it is with diesel and kerosene. But when we realized how the removal of subsidy on petrol had thrown the citizens into poverty, and how fast the administration is losing credibility and goodwill, we had to put on our thinking caps. The security reports we are getting are not favorable at all. There is a high probability that there may soon be civil unrest and escalated tension as the citizens have been pushed to the wall. There are indications that organized labor, civil society, and the opposition are planning to plunge the country into a spontaneous crisis that may snowball into protests that, if care is not taken, may threaten the stability of the government. Don't forget that the election that brought President Tinubu in is still being vigorously challenged by opposition parties who are mounting massive pressure on the judiciary to overturn the result. Any protest at this time will not augur well for the administration, as it will be difficult to contain and may be hijacked by the opposition. And if the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal orders a rerun or cancellation of the election for a fresh one to take place, you can imagine what will happen to the Tinubu presidency. The aide stated that the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited (NNPCL) and oil marketers have told the government what the ideal pump price of petrol should be. He said any further increase would be catastrophic and ignite spontaneous protest nationwide, which led to the decision of the NNPCL to secure a $3 billion crude repayment loan on Wednesday to support the naira and stabilize the foreign exchange market. He added, yes, the NNPCL and marketers gave feedback about what the ideal pump price of petrol should be, but we reasoned that any further increase would be catastrophic and ignite spontaneous protests nationwide. It will be suicidal for us to watch that happening. This means that if the naira appreciates in value, the cost of fuel will drop and further increases will be halted, and there won't be any need to pay subsidy on the product. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and please turn the notification bell on. Thank you. Veteran actor cum politician Kenneth Okonkwo has lamented over President Bola Tinubu's delay in swearing in his ministerial nominees after allocating their portfolios. Nigerian News recalls that 2 days back, the president had released the portfolios of his ministerial nominees. Director of the Information Office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Willie Bassi, also disclosed on Thursday that Tinubu is expected to swear in his cabinet on Monday, August 21. Speaking via Twitter, Okonkwo wrote, "God forbid. This is the most lethargic regime on earth. How can a government in a depressed economy that should be up and doing allocate portfolios to ministers and for more than 48 hours has not sworn them in? This is no longer a laughing matter. This regime needs both medical and spiritual attention. Every Nigerian must join this quest for a new Nigeria. Meanwhile, Okonkwo had reacted to President Tinubu's ministerial portfolios unveiled on Wednesday. The full list of the ministerial portfolios under the Tinubu government was released with the name of former Rivers Governor Wike listed as the FCT Minister and Festus Keyamo as Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, amongst others. The development has continued to elicit reactions from many Nigerians who considered most of the ministerial portfolios as issues of square peg in a round hole. Reacting to the position of Minister of Youth Abubakar Momo, Kenneth Okonkwo faulted President Tinubu. He questioned why Tinubu would appoint a 62-year-old man for the position when he had earlier promised youth inclusion during his campaign. According to Kenneth, a position meant for youth is now given to grandfathers, asking why the current administration would always fail every promise to Nigerians. He wrote, "Minister of Youth is 62 years old in this government that promised youth inclusion. Must this government break every promise it made to Nigerians? A position for youth now goes to grandfathers." Abubakar Momo is a Nigerian civic engineer who has served twice as a member of the House of Representatives representing Etsakol Federal Constituency, Edo State. He was a member of the All Progressives Congress APC before he joined the People's Democratic Party PDP in 2019 to contest in the Edo North senatorial election, but lost. Momo returned to APC after he lost the senatorial election. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's newly appointed ministers and cabinet members are set to take part in a ministerial retreat. Nigerian News understand that the new ministers and cabinet members will be inducted and made to sign a pledge to remain committed to the renewed hope agenda of the president at the retreat. According to reports, the ministerial retreat will be held at the presidential villa. Recall that former President Muhammadu Buhari also held ministerial retreats for his ministers during his administration. There will be a ministerial retreat at the villa for the new ministers. I don't know when yet, but it will be after they are sworn in, a presidential villa source told The Punch. The presidency revealed that documentation for the newly appointed ministers would commence today, and the exercise is expected to end on Sunday, August 20. That's the news, guys. Thanks for listening. Until next time, bye.